Hello, welcome to my Topaz Labs DeNoise AI review. So, what's so cool about this software? Why does it work? Or more importantly, how the hell does it work? Because I suppose up until 12 months ago, I wouldn't have used DeNoise AI because I was using noise reduction either via Photoshop or otherwise I was using Lightroom. But I came across a few instances photographing weddings where you might have been shooting with a very high ISO, and Photoshop and Lightroom, yes, they will get rid of the noise, but at the result of, I suppose, costing you sharpness. So I wanted something quite a bit better. DeNoise AI was obviously the next best bet. So I said, look, I'll try that. And I tried it, worked perfectly. Really just does work straight out of the box. It's a fantastic bit of kit, and the beauty of it being is you can actually try it yourself, which is what I did. I downloaded a trial version first, and I was using it and really happy with it. So yeah, look, let's just get into it. I have a photograph here shot. It's basically just a camera. Just took a photograph of it, and the photograph is at ISO 12,800. I purposely fractionally exposed the photograph, if I can even say it. So I needed to boost the shadows a small bit and just pop the exposure a slight bit, just to give you kind of a true to life effect. So remember, this is at ISO 12,800. So this is the photograph. As you can see, we're zoomed into the top left-hand corner of the camera. Here is the full image. So just the very top left-hand corner of the camera. The reason why I'm picking this area is because there's a nice bit of detail going here. There's different color contrasts, and also you've got the grip here too as well, the texture and the grip. So if I just keep moving this around the place, you can see there's actually quite a bit of noise on this. This was shot at ISO 12,800, which is something I normally wouldn't recommend you do. It was shot on the Nikon D850, so which handles high ISOs reasonably okay. So yeah, I'm just going to let go of this here now. So it's going to start previewing. So you can see over here on this side is standard. It's currently updating once it's finished. That's after getting rid of an awful lot of noise. Still a nice bit of noise above and top here. So the next one we go to is clear. That has got rid of all the noise, maybe at a slight cost of a small bit of sharpness. And down here we have low light, that has got rid of the noise too as well. And severe noise has got rid of our noise. Now, if I click on any one of these, you can see that's the original. That's the finished version. Original, finished version. Original, finished version. So you can look at any single one of these and say which one handles it best. Now, I think standard hasn't removed enough of the noise. So there is still a quite a bit of noise up here. So we're going to discount standard from a starting point. Clear then has done a really good job. Maybe it has killed off the sharpness a small bit. And if I go down here, severe noise and low light. So the next thing we're going to do here now is I'm just going to move the image up a bit, because what we want to look at is the texture of the grip here. So we've discounted standard for now. So we're going to look at clear, we're going to look at low light, and we're going to look at severe noise. Now, all of these are actually completely on standard now, on automatic settings. You can see it over here. So if I look at clear, low light, if I go low light is an auto, and severe noise is an auto. You can play around with these settings too as well. But just looking here now across all of them, I would find it hard to pick between the three of those now, being honest with you. There isn't a massive difference, considering we're zoomed in at 69% there now. You can see it's just the top corner of the image of the camera here now. So I would think, for some reason, severe noise is popping out at me slightly, but there isn't a massive difference in those there now. So if we pick on severe noise there now, and that's just going to process the image. We give that 2 seconds. Or if I go side by side here actually, so split view, so we can actually look at the original is on this side, and then severe noise is on that side. So it's updating the preview down below on the bottom here now. So we have our original here. That has done a really nice job. A really nice job of getting rid of all the noise. Now you might say it's at the slight expense of sharpness is the only thing. I'm looking at, when you look at the FN key here, FN1, FN2. When I slide this backwards and forwards, it is fractionally sharper here, right? There's no doubt about it. So FN1, FN2, yeah, we're losing a slight bit of sharpness, but we seem to be losing that in all the other settings too as well. Now, other than that, that looks really, really good. That really does look good, because we're still zoomed in at 69%. So I am going to go here to enhance sharpness. This is something I normally wouldn't do. And why do I say I normally wouldn't do it? Because what I tell anyone who's interested in the Topaz Labs products, if you're going to buy something like Sharpen AI or Gigapixel AI or DeNoise AI, say, don't buy one of them, buy the three of them. You'll get them in the image quality bundle, and you can generally get them cheap enough at times. So, sorry, this is just finished loading here now. Enhanced sharpness hasn't done a massive amount. So what I would do is I would bring that back. Again, you've post-processing here. You can go and recover original detail, color noise reduction, whatnot. I suppose what I'd be inclined to do with here is, if you look at your image and you say, yeah, look, just wait for that to process there now after moving it there now again. If you say, I'm happy enough with that, my sharpness levels aren't where they should be, then what I'll do is I'll edit the photograph, I'll export it, bring it into Sharpen AI, and then I'll resharpen the image. So let's look at, this is our finished image, and that's the original. So you can see the level of noise across the different colors and whatnot and textures. That is just crazy how much of a difference that's made. And again, that is at 69%, so we're zoomed in quite a bit in that. Now, is it absolutely perfect? No, it's not. But if you're expecting it to be absolutely perfect, then I'm sorry for you. I don't think we're at that level just yet. So yeah, what can we do now? Well, I suppose what I generally advise a person to do there now is click on apply. So once you click on apply, it's going to start saving. The next thing we're going to do then is get that image and bring it into Sharpen AI. Here we are, we're at 77% there now, so that's roughly kind of close enough. So too soft here, motion blur here, out of focus here, and too soft normal there. So there's a load of different options here now you can actually pop in. We're going to look at very blurry. Wow. So that's the original when I click on it, and when I let go, that's it sharpened. There's a nice difference there. When you look around the ISO settings here, you look around the on here, look at the details here. When I click now again, that's softer. That's the preview. And when I go here on the on button again, so if I click on it, that's the original. And let go of it again, that's the preview. The ISO button again, so this is the processed version. Clicking it again, that's the original. You can see the difference that's making. So again, motion blur normal, wouldn't think any out of focus. Yeah, no. And here, too soft normal. I would actually go, in this instance, I would go for going between too soft normal and too soft very blurry. I'm going to put this on automatic too as well. Sorry, the too soft very blurry, and we're just going to see what that, once that updates there now. Yeah, that's good. I'm going with this one. Too soft normal. That looks good to me. So again, just going to pop that up side by side there now, and we're going to have a look and see. So it is processing or updating here now. We're still zoomed in at 77%, and this is the slider, so we can see this is the original file completely here now, and this is the processed one. Now, it's not done as of yet. It is done there now. So when I go here or there, sorry, I'm looking at this. I don't see any difference. It's the FN button was one of the things I was looking at. So we're going to see how this processes here now. So again, I put the two images side by side. It's processing there now. So we're going to have a look and see. Nah. We're going to try very blurry. Oh yeah. That's better. That is a lot better. Wow, look at those FN buttons here. FN 1 and 2 and the on button. So yeah, I was wrong. It is very blurry. Very blurry. Works a lot better there now. That's really even. Just look at the tiny little details there now on the grip. That's really popping that out. Yeah, even look at the thread screws here. The thread screws and the hot shoe, just when I'm going, that is soft, and boom, there's our detail. Look at that. So the way I'd normally use these is I would use DeNoise AI first. So that's going to get rid of all your noise before I sharpen or do anything else to it. Then I'll pop it into Sharpen AI, and then I'll sharpen the image in Sharpen AI. If you then need to increase the resolution of the photograph, you can then pop it into Gigapixel AI, which you can then increase the resolution. That's the order I normally use those 3 bits of software in. Other than that, you can see how completely different that photograph looks now. You think of the noise and you think of the distraction element of all that grain in the image. First day, it just looked horrific. Whereas now, that looks really, really, really good. That's mind-blowing. Look at see the detail here on those small little teeth there now. If I just swap between the two. Look at that detail come out. So yeah, DeNoise AI and then popped into Sharpen AI and problem solved. ISO 12,800, not a problem. That's the original image. You can see there's quite a bit of noise here. And then this is the edited image, which is very clean and very sharp. And again, even if I pull in here onto the rosewood handle, and if I do the same, go over here, pull in here. So you can see nice bit of color around the place here too as well. The red handle, the black, the silver, the rosewood. Just looking on the timber here now, there's a lot of noise, an awful lot of noise here. The silver isn't too mightily bad. And then when you go to the edited file, that's unbelievable. Look at that. So Topaz Labs, DeNoise AI and Sharpen AI together have completely transformed this photograph. When you look at the original, it's not bad for ISO 12,800 with the shadows popped a small bit and the exposure popped too as well, just to give it a slightly more realistic look. So you can see that is really noisy, that is really grainy, that's not a good photograph. And then just finishing it off, just going back to the edited image in DeNoise AI and then Sharpen AI, that is mind-blowingly good. That is, and this is the other side of the camera. I wasn't even looking at this side of the camera, I just spotted it there now. But that is absolutely amazing. We haven't lost any of that detail in the rosewood handle. Just look at it again. So the original, and this is the edited file. For ISO 12,800. Yes, I know I keep saying it, but ISO 12,800. That is unreal. Absolutely unreal. So yeah, highly recommend DeNoise AI and Sharpen AI, and I would use the two of them in that way. Pop it into DeNoise AI first. Don't even dream of editing it anywhere else first. Then pop it into Sharpen AI, and then you can mess around with it then afterwards. But oh my God, what a difference. It's completely after transforming this photograph. Absolutely frightening. Amazing job, Topaz Labs. Well done, guys.